Marriage is a garden. That's right, it's a garden. And as a garden, you got to work in it. I think marriage is a beautiful picture of something that we can experience in life, but one of the things that happens is you can neglect a garden. So picture that with me. Picture a neglected garden. It's we actually had one in our backyard. Our daughter, probably 10 years ago, wanted to grow a watermelon and a various number of things, and so we tilled up a probably 8 by 6 strip of dirt, planted a bunch of stuff in there, and you know what? Things began to grow. It was pretty cool, but we didn't tend it well. Things began to grow, but other things began to grow too. You see, an untended garden will grow, but what do you think's going to grow the most in an untended garden? That's right, weeds. Well, weeds are no bueno because weeds choke out what the good stuff is. We literally had like a watermelon begin to grow, but stuff was beginning to wrap around it and things began to grow around it. And this wasn't a serious garden. This was just a playful experiment, but it serves the purpose of what we're saying here. Some of you have marriages that are choked with weeds right now. Um, Gardening takes work. What is some of the work, Dave, that is intended to be in a marriage? Well, thank you for asking. I think it's really important to say. First of all, being married is you got to kind of dig up the ground. You got to dig up the ground and have good soil, and that's where we start. That's by getting married. Then we stick seeds in the ground, which are things that we actually want in our marriage. We want trust. We want commitment. We want a friendship. We want the ability to have likability with each other. We want enjoyment. We want to be able to solve problems together. We want to help each other make each other's dreams come true. We want good listening, right? These are some seeds we plant. So you plant those seeds in there, you do those things, and you wake up the next morning, and encroaching in the garden are going to be these little tiny shoots called weeds. It's important to be able to pull those things out by the roots. Things like distraction, things like busyness, things like friends that aren't good for you, maybe too much phone time. You see, I think one of the greatest weeds in marriages today is busyness and distraction. One of the greatest distractions in our faith today is busyness and distraction. So, keeping this in mind, you have a garden, you want to work in it. Simply paying attention to one another in marriage is a way to weed the garden, because then you guys can actually agree that something's not there, you can pull it out. So marriage is 20, 30, 40 years down the road that look pretty awesome. Thousands of hours of weeding and pruning and watering and fertilizing and praying and weeding and pruning and fertilizing and praying and repeat, rinse and repeat over and over again. It isn't romantic cruises or buying big things or doing extravagant Instagram, Pinterest things. No, weeds get invited in when that kind of stuff happens. Not against it, just saying that doesn't make great marriages. What makes great marriages are the basic foundational fundamental things: planting a seed, watering a seed, growing a thing, pruning it. You tend it. Parenting, similar, right? So, what's the condition of your garden? Are you paying attention to your garden? I can't tell you the number of times folks have rolled in on my couch. They haven't paid attention to one another. Weeds are wrapped all around these beautiful rose bushes. And I'm coming in and threshing away the weeds, but they have got to learn to do that. How about you? What's the condition of your soil? Have you worked the soil? Is it in fertile shape? Or is your soil dead, dry, weary? Have you watered yourself? You see, these are things. So another little thing that happens in the garden of marriage, little tiny cute creatures will enter into your garden. We call these foxes. This principle is found in the Song of Solomon in the Bible. Go read that and you'll find the fox in the garden. Foxes are cute, fuzzy, little cute things, but if they grow to adulthood, they will destroy the garden. Okay, what might be some foxes in the garden? Well, let me ask you that. What might be some foxes in the garden? Things that started cute but grew big. How about an in-law that's out of control? That could be a fox in the garden. I mean, you can't kill the person, but you want to kill the fox. You want to address the problem when it's tiny. You want to get rid of the fox. Dishonesty. Small fox in the garden, if that grows in a marriage, it's going to ravage the entire marriage. Things like messiness or bad habits or untimeliness or a friend that comes over that gossips about everybody. A friend who's always cheating on people. These are things to be wary of because these foxes might look cute at the beginning, but they can overtake a marriage and ravage the entire garden. No good. So, married people, protect the garden, work the garden. Ask your spouse, hey, what can we do to make our marriage better? You know what? I mean, you can make an appointment and come in here, but you're getting this for free. So go do the work in the garden. Listen, you don't have to literally go out and work in a garden, but work in your marriage. Ask each other, hey, how are you? And then button it up and really listen. That is weeding, that's working, that's pruning, that's fertilizing, and that grows beautiful things. Oh, by the way, pray to the God of the garden. Pray to the Lord. He's the Lord of the harvest, and He will help you walk through because He desires marriage to be beautiful. What does a beautiful garden have to do with God? Well, when your marriage is beautiful, perfectly imperfect, it glorifies Him. It makes Him shine. It makes Him look good because marriage is a picture of your relationship with the Lord. So your relationship with Him is a garden as well, by the way. So focus on your marital garden. Prune what doesn't need to be there. Put some fertilizer down. Pay attention to one another. Weed out things that don't need to be there and crush the foxes when they get in there.